Okay, so don't mean to start you off part way, but I got stamping, had an idea of what to do with these cats, and I thought that I could do these stamps and these little die cut kitties. If you see, remember those guys? I thought maybe I could do something with them all together, but turns out these little kitties are a lot smaller than I was thinking they were, so don't know if that's gonna work out. Anyway, I just thought I'd try and do some things and excuse me, see if I can just create something today, just to do something creative. And I thought I'd record it, and if it ends up being something worthwhile, I'm sharing it. So thanks for joining me. This is Jackie from White Raven BookRook on Vancouver Island, and Vancouver Island is the home of the White Ravens. In a little town not far from me. We don't really see them here where I live, but in a town that's very close. And I have seen the White Raven in a friend's yard, and very, very cool. I felt blessed. Anyway, so let's just see what I can create here, and we'll carry on. So all I'm doing is putting these kitties from the Stampers Anonymous Snarky Cats set, and I'm just going to bunch them all together and see where we go from there. So I am using archival ink, Distress Archival ink, and let me just see if I can get it to a better size here. Let's try that. And I'm just stamping the little kitties with that and figuring out where they're going. And as I'm looking at these guys, I'm thinking they looking like they all got into something that they shouldn't have, which is very typical of a cat. But like maybe they ate something they shouldn't have ate. And this guy in particular. So I'm just going to press that down, and I'm pressing onto watercolor paper, which isn't working out too well either. But I'm going to continue on here and just see what we get. And then like, look at this guy. And he looks sick. Look at him. It looks like he's ready to... Maybe he has too much... too many hairballs. So I'm thinking I'm going to stick him down here. I'm just trying to find a space for them all. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do. Oh, that one worked out good. And I believe there's one more. And this is the real... This guy kills me every time. Look at him. Yike. Snarky, holy smokes. I don't know. I think I'm gonna probably have to do this on a different paper, but let's put this guy like he is gone for it. Now I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put him. I'm gonna try him right down there. And I hope you're still okay in the framing. I'd like to maybe be a little bit closer, but up to here. Yeah, you can see the texture of that paper. So, oh my goodness. Okay, well that guy got on there. So I've got them all on. I was hoping, like I said, to do a few of these little guys. But they're really out of proportion. I mean, they're the same height, but they're a whole different. I don't think I'm going to be able to do what I wanted to do. I kind of just wanted to do something like a pile of cats, right? Like a total cat pile. Okay, so anyway, let me just carry on. I'm going to just actually do a little inking now and see how these guys turn out. So let's get that ready, and we'll show you where we go. So I'm using these Tim Holtz, what are we calling these things? They're like watercolor pencils in set 2. I've done a few things with these, but I'm not much of a watercolor person. I mean, I don't do much of it, so I'm not sure what we're gonna end up with. So I'm going to just, that might have been neat glazed. Let me just try this and see what happens. I'm just going to put the watercolor everywhere. Now that shouldn't run. That should not run that color. Now there's an orange cat. Hey, doesn't everybody love an orange cat? I haven't had one for a number of years, but we've had a few in the past, and they are characters. So, anyway, got that one done. Just going to, I need a jug of clear water. Hold on. Okay, this next guy, I've got a real light, kind of a reddy color. I don't think I want to use a red. Let me get some orange. So the way that I use the crayons, color sticks, watercolor pencils, whatever they are called, is I just scrape a little in and I give it a squirt, and usually one squirt's enough, and then I mix it up. And if you don't want it that thick, that pigmented, you can add a little more water, and that'll dilute that a bit. So then I'll just find another cat to do. Let's do this guy, orange. He's very orange. That's quite vibrant for sure. Now this is watercolor paper, and this is only our first layer. So we'll just get that on. I'm trying to just define the levels of the cats at this point. So I'm just kind of putting a base color down, and then we'll let this dry, and we'll kind of fill in more detail later. I must say, it is the colors of the cat's stamps actually showing up a little bit better now with some color on it. So I'll keep doing more of these, and I'll show you when I've got more of this done. So as most of you know, you can mix colors. So I'm just putting a little red crayon coloring into the orange to get a darker orange. I'm going to do this guy in that color. So I'm going to just show you this and hope that it's going to work. I've just took out the Versamark, what is that stuff called? Embossing sticky. And I'm going to try and mask out the cat blue and try and replace this on top of that stamp. And just give it a go. So I'm stamping that really good. And I can see I did miss a little, but I'm not worried about it. Not really gonna worry about it. I'm just playing here today, so it's no big deal. If it works, it works. So, and then you gotta get that stuff off right away. Off of your stamp, or nothing will stick. Like ink won't stick on that. So I just use water right away and give it a rub. So that one's done. So I'm going to emboss in, I think I'm going to go with the blue. Because it's the closest I got to black. So I'm going to just put that on all over and shake it off. Interesting. Okay, put that back in. And I'm going to just heat that right now to see how it works. I was quite far off. So much for my stamping. I did that one on the gray one. Sorry about the noise. I did that one on the light white one, and I'm quite far off on my double stamping, so maybe that's okay because they are kind of sick. So I'm going to do the next one, which is this crazy cat, and I'm going to emboss it. Put lots of that sticky stuff on, and let's try and do our best again. It's really hard to line this up. Just say a prayer. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm way out. That was just me trying to line it up. I didn't miss much. Let's just see how well I did. Okay. Hey, not bad. So let's clear that off. Spray that off of that right away. Spray that clean. Get rid of that stuff right away. Maybe archival cleaner would clean it if you needed it in the end, but let's just hope for the best here. Let's turn that over and let's take some oh gee, the only one I have right now is this. I've got that. I've got powder, magical powder. No, I'll just stick with this idea. Let's see how it goes. Learning process. Okay, so I'm putting white on this time. I don't really particularly like this powder for this. It's a little too chunky, although it's a super fine detail. So maybe it's gonna work. So and shake that one off. Give it a flip. And let's put that back. And put that back. And we'll heat it. it's the watercolor paper that's giving it a weird texture. Might not be able to even tell what these are by the time I'm finished. But let's carry on. Carry on. Now that guy's up there. We get a mask. We'll mask that out right there. How are we gonna do this? Okay, I'm not worried about the tail because the tail's not gonna cover. But I'm worried about that little ear. I don't really worry about it because it's gonna cover with that. So as I talk to myself, I'm kind of talking to us all. And my little block isn't quite big enough. I think I'm going to invest in some bigger blocks, but not today. So lots of gooey stewy of that. Block that out. And stamp this on. Jeez. Okay, that's it. Press, 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 press. I'm pressing really hard because it's watercolor paper. And I'm a little off. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the dark for that guy. Turned out okay so far. So if you don't want to watch my tedious process, you just go ahead, skip ahead. Won't hurt my feelings at all, but some people like to watch. I like to watch. So you just got to bear with the noise. Only for a second. It won't hurt. And then we'll get that guy done. Cute. Cute, 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 cute. Yeah. He worked out good. Okay, now I'm going to do this guy. Okay, it's a little hard to actually line it up because the way that this is stamped on the front here isn't exactly lined up with the back side necessarily. I think they try and get it, but I try and kind of watch, like, look how close that is there. And when you flip it over, it's pretty close. It's pretty close, but I think it's not perfectly where you want it, but it's not so bad. But there we go. It's best. And when we got a little shadow, that's okay. So I got all of them done, and I did the others in the dark blue. So I'm going to go back over this white one. I'm thinking, because maybe not. Wait a minute, maybe not. Before I try and stamp over this guy again, I'm going to just see what happens when I just add some base color here. It may stand out enough, because I was thinking that you couldn't really see him, but if I put some color down here, it resists You can't really see that. That's a cat, can you? I'm thinking not. So I'm going to just dry this and then I'm going to stamp it black. I thought I'd show you what that looks like. Oh my goodness. This paper is not helping. Anyway, okay, that's what we ended up with. So let's go back and add more color to these guys, and hopefully we can bring out something with that. So gremlins again. I am trying to put some things away, and I haven't moved. Nothing has fallen on the floor, and I am already missing a crayon and one of the cats. Like, where could it have gone? Oh, found a crayon. This stuff drives me crazy when this happens. It's like, how do these things get lost? The struggle is real. So I'm wondering where that cat went. And I know which one it is. It's this guy. Nope. It's that guy. Is it that guy? Yep, it's that guy. Okay, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that little bugger. He got out somehow. Okay, so no matter what you say, don't let the cat, no matter what he says, don't let the cat out. So we're going to add some color here now and see what happens next. Okay. Okay, so there they are, painted up a little darker. And when I painted the new color on, I tried to stay inside the embossed and didn't worry about trying to paint over where the original painted color was. So I'm going to now just try and give this a little bit of a background, and I've got this silvery Silent Night magical dust. So I'm not quite sure how I use this. I think I just use water and paint it on, so I'm going to try that. So I've used this once a long time ago. I'm going to try and create a bit of a starry night with a moon in the middle. So I'm going to put the little bit of silver. I don't know how much I need. I'm just going to tap some in there. May have too much, I don't know. And I'm just going to put that in there. Ooh, that looks like I need to. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this is just coat this. I'm gonna try and leave the center bit. Ooh. And just go around this edging. Now I'm thinking that it's going to dry just with a shimmer. I could be really wrong. So I guess it could be gray. Let's get a little in there. So, kind of got a bluish tint to it. Okay, so I don't know where the shimmer is. Maybe when it dries. I don't really want it too dark. And then I'm going to mix up some gold. have that as well. And I thought that might look like a little bit of a moonlight. So I'm going to, oh, I can really see the shimmer in that stuff. I don't know what happened with the blue. Maybe I shouldn't have dusted it off. So, because I have embossed, I can pretty much go anywhere I want with this stuff. So I'm going to take it out a bit. Into the gray. And you want that on the belly. I'll take that off. I'll thin it out and I'll spread that all the way over top of that bluish darker color. Okay. Well, okay, so I thought since I had this little star swirly do, I would try and make some stars, and I don't know how well they're going to work, because, but even if I just get a sparkle in the sky, I think I'll be okay with that. A couple that are definitely stars. Get the points on those for sure. And so I'm just swirling some of those around the heads, and you'll see I actually got a moon on there too, but let's just get the embossing stuff out. Okay, so I embossed those, and I'm gonna do this again. So I did a little stamp on there, guaranteed strictly high grade. Looks like they have definitely been into the catnip and had a little too much by the looks of most of them. Whoa, I think I was hanging off the ceiling, man. Flying through the sky. I'm not sure what he's doing. We better give him something. And the other guys just like they are totally spaced out. So I'll give you a long shot. This guy here is really messed up. I'm thinking he's kind of more of a black and white striped cat with an orange yellow belly. Here's the white guy. This was called antique linen, and then I put a gray over top of it. Reddish brown, more reddy, and a brown guy. So anyway, I will probably be adding to that in a little bit after I've had a bit of a break here. I'll come back. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you taking the time, and if you like what I do, please think about subscribing and commenting. I'd love to hear everyone's comments, feedback, and yeah, if you try something like this, be careful, because it could be guaranteed to be strictly high grade. So I put a little tag on there as well, and I did a little extra painting, and I put a little sign up the top there that said suddenly then suddenly a strange thing happened. So, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next round, when that'll be. The weather is pretty hot out, so I'm staying in the afternoons, doing a little bit of crafting, trying to get back into my groove, and just farting around with things, really small things like this, just to do something. Okay, so again, thanks again for watching.